Like, what about in countries like in Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, back there when they have large families living in one house, for example?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where like actually a husband will get married and he'll bring them into the mother's house and stuff.
All right. By Shari'a, a woman has a right to have her own living space. That is a Shari'a right. If she is willing to live according to the custom, that's her prerogative. She can do that, or she can say, no, I demand that I have my own house. That is a haqq of a woman, infirad fil maskan. She can say, I don't want to live with your parents. And I think in certain cultures, there's even in like Afghanistan, there's a lot of problems that go with that, right? When you have, it's true or not true? I mean, there are problems that arise out of that.
I don't know, I haven't personally.
Where's Azizullah? Aren't there problems that arise from that? Huh? Do you think? And be honest. Yeah. There are problems that come out of that because it's a human nature. You know, oftentimes you get an overweening mother or overbearing mother that, you know, you're not good enough for my son. You know, you're not living up to, you know.
Oh, yeah, experiences like that. No,
that happens, and it can be very traumatic for a woman. That can be very traumatic for a woman.
Like, I have a friend, his dad passed away, was killed actually, and he doesn't want to lose his mother because his mother lived in one house, and the rest of the children already married.
Right.
Have their own houses. And he also doesn't want to lose the wife also.
Right.
So
there's a conflict.
Yeah, he want to get out, but he doesn't want to say to his mother.
Right.
And in instances like that, I mean, you've got to fulfill your mother's rights. Does mother's rights come before the rights of your wife?
No. Because
Sharia rules over, I mean, the culture in that essence, right?
Absolutely. Sharia is over culture. Sharia is binding unless the norm relates to Sharia judgments that recognize the urf.
Sharia is saying that you got to fulfill your mother's rights as well. I mean, you got to take care of your mother.
Yeah,
you have to fulfill your mother's rights, but also you have to fulfill your wife's rights, right? I mean, you can't. The wife has rights, and one of the rights is that she had, and if that means that you provide 2 places, then that. Now, a woman's encouraged to give and take there, but she doesn't have to. She would get a reward for it. You know, in Sharia, if she did it for the sake of Allah, then she gets a reward for it. But she doesn't have to do that. Yeah.